So you want a syringe, you want oil. Obviously I've done it a few times, I've not got much left, but that's the oil you want to buy. It's like 14 quid rather than 50. You have to excuse the mess in here, it's a bit of a shithole, but so we got everything you're going to need. We've got a 1/4 inch ratchet, 13, 10, little screwdriver attachment, I just find it a bit easier with that, and Phillips. So let's see, to start off, chair goes forwards, and this back part of the seat, quite simply, just start with one hand. I will just pop that there for a second. Flips out, just grab the bottom, lift it up, and just kind of shimmy it out of there, and there you go, we're out. So seemingly cut out then, but that was that step. That was very easy. So first step, what you want to do, you got a bolt under here, you've got a bolt under here. They, I believe, are 13s. And this is where I like to have the little screwdriver that goes on the ratchet, because I find it a lot easier to just stick that on there and crank it off like that. Right, that's the first one out. There's what she looks like. And just got to do the other side, which I'll do now. Right, so that is those two out. One there, and one, not that one. Where are we? There. So next, you pull your armrest flap down. In here, mine's already broken, so it's nice and easy, but you might have a bit of trouble with that. You've got 2 Phillips, so that's where you get your Phillips. Hold that down, and there's 2 nice little Phillips right there. Armrest can now go back up, and you want to come under here. In between the seat belts, you have another nut, bolt, whatever it's called. That is the 10mm. So you get your 10mm, put it on your screwdriver contraption, get the ratchet in a place that it's happy, because there's not much access for the ratchet here, it just hits the seat belts. So you just twist, and there you have it. That is now ready to come out. So what I will try and do here is some way of holding this where it can see what I'm doing. You just get your hand either side, basically in the middle of each seat, lift up, pull back, flip the seat belts out of the way, and there she is. So now, you have 1, 2 sitting in the driveway, and in here you'll see this cover here. That's where we need to be. So what will happen now is I'm going to struggle to put my phone down somewhere. Right, there's 4 Phillips on this, 1 in each corner. And it's just quite simply undo 1, 3, and then the last screw, quite an annoying one, It's buried in all these wires. It's not too difficult to get to, but it'd be nice if they hadn't put it there, but and this housing, very wiggly, and there it is. One housing. That reveals your sub. Oh, we've zoomed in. Why have we done that? There we go. Sub housing. Now, you see another 4 Phillips. So, as per just once this is all right, there we are. So, apologise for that, but now that the sub is unscrewed, no it's not, I've forgot a screw. As long as you've got a few tools you can do this. Right, sub, straight out of there, there we go. While I'm in this bit, what I will do is also, for anyone that's looking to reset their headrests, there it is in here. I can turn the flash on. You will see, so I couldn't find a video anywhere on this when I was looking. There is a small tab just back through there. That little bit there you can just about see. That this side, and on the other side, that one behind that bit of black metal there. You got to get a screwdriver like this, one either side. You need 2 people for it at least. You need one person pushing that one person pushing that one with a screwdriver. So in there, on like that, and make sure you've disconnected the hydraulics, that's in the boot. And then you just need to push with all your weight equally between you on this side and your mate on the other side, pushing straight down with all your force. This is the latch reset for this. So if you need to close and open your latch, that's that little brass bit there. But what we're interested in right now is in here, and is this tank. So mine keeps getting a problem where it runs low on fluid. So I don't know if it's very easy to see in here, but she's running quite low. So that's what topping up, and yeah, that's what keeps being my issue. Probably got a leak somewhere, but I don't really want to find out. So what now happens, you need to get just your ratchet. Don't need your screwdriver bit for this. Where did I put the other socket? Right there. Right. 13mm on the ratchet. Sometimes this can be a massive pig, so what it can be easier to do is do it without using a ratchet on it, because I will show you the bolt is that, and the hole for your arm is here. So it's, yeah, it's terrible. This is the longest part. I'll probably pause and come back in a minute. There's a reason why many people would pay to someone to do it like this. You get about 2 degrees of motion, but eventually, there it is. You get it loose enough that you can just unscrew by hand, and out we get. There it is. So now that that's open, get your lovely bottle of oil and your syringe from Amazon with a big tube on the end. stick your big tube into the oil. Now one thing I will say is this is very stiff, very difficult to do. Make sure, like I have just not, simply just draw oil. I will pause for now. Right, now for me personally, about 300 flour sop. Got a bit of air because I'm running out of oil, but 300, plenty to get your system flowing. You might have to do this a couple of times. This is currently my 3rd time of doing this in about 3 weeks. Yeah. So now you've got that, take your syringe out of the container, put the lid back on, otherwise you'll kick the oil everywhere. Found that out the hard way. And now you're ready to get back in the tight little hole. This time with your syringe end, which now goes in there. So now I'll get my phone out of the way so I don't cover it with oil. What you do, simply reach into the hole with the end of your syringe in your hand. Make sure you've fed plenty of hose into the oil feed, because one thing you don't want is oil all over everything in there, because it's full of electrical shit. And if you use 2 hands on the syringe like I'm doing, periodically make sure your tube is still firmly in the hole. Now, once that's done, you're done, and you've got fluid. There you go, you can see it right there. You've now got fluid in the tank. So simply put everything back together, starting with the washer cap. Not the washer cap, it's not a washer, the fluid cap. I just do it by hand. Just make sure you do it as tight as you can with your hand. In fact, I might even just touch it with my ratchet just to make sure, because that could be why I'm leaking. But as I say, I'm no professional. I'm just trying to help out, because I see no one really has done anything like this. The easiest way to hold your ratchet, see if I can get the video, not really. So the ratchet's currently pointing away, like pointing the direction of my finger, and you just kind of couple of degrees and twist, couple of degrees and twist. You'll feel it getting tight eventually. And there we go. We're tight. So flash can come off quite simply. You're going to sit there. So yeah, I'll do. Lovely. Speaker, go back now. Make sure you got it the right way up. It's quite easy to tell. There's a sticker on the back. Just make sure the text is facing up. Take your little screws. And it's just now the case of doing everything back up. How now, I don't know if it's the case for all marks. Some of the videos I've seen haven't got anything like this as they're set up in the back. Mine is very fiddly. So as maybe a given, it's much easier to do this with the roof down, but seeing as the majority of people watching this probably can't put their roof down, and that's why you are watching this, I won't do that. Most of you probably clicked off by now anyway, because it's just as simple as doing that. But if you are still around, keep going, because it does get awkward further down. And that's not just me saying that for attention. It doesn't make any difference to me. It's not like I'm getting paid. Come on, sit behind your wires. Whew. So, there we go. That's back on now. Now, that piece. Entire reassembly. That's because I don't know how good it will be. Tight, lovely. No tools out. Oh, let's get that, did you? Okay, elbow goes in there, which pushes that down, and you can put your bolt in there. I'll have to watch that back to see how much I missed. I might have to cut some bits out. But hey, right. Make sure you've got everything that you want out. Put it back on the passenger seat for now, because you're nearly done. Now, this piece. Oh. Try and put it back there. Come on, there we go. Nice and easy. This one. Seat belts need to be folded out of the way, so you can just kind of shimmy. It does get a bit awkward this bit. Fold the seat belts in, push the seat in, and now there's the fun bit, trying to put the seat belts in the holes again. Sometimes easy, most times not. Oftentimes you end up pulling it up and out, essentially. Just up. That's one. There they are. What they do, work as placeholders. So once you get those up, then you just got to give it a nice squeeze and a good shove. That noise means you're locked in place like nothing ever happened. Sorted. Lovely. Now that's all done, you wait for your seat to move back. Start up the car. And now make sure your door's shut. Your button shouldn't be flashing. Latch open, windows go down, red light on the latch, that means it's working. Now as you pull back, it might make some noises because it's pumping new fuel through. Just let it go a few times, like put it down, put it up once or twice, and lovely. Now before this it wasn't working at all. I did forget to show that, my bad. But there you go, straight down, effortless. Come back up. Nice and easy. It will flop when you first put fuel in it. One latched, two latched. Grab your handle, put it down, push this button down, all the windows will now come up simultaneously. Thank you very much. I hope this helps. And that is the entire process of fixing the convertible pump on a W208.